Are you my son?
I'd be very proud to believe so.
You're not my son.
There's your girl over there.
Welcome to They Said, We Said, and what's up, Deadheads? This is John, aka Johnny Walker, giving you another weekly spoiler review of The Walking Dead. This one's for Season 7, Episode 12, Say Yes. This episode had a little bit of everything, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was directed by Greg Nicetaro, which you could definitely tell because we had some phenomenal walker effects. Of course, anytime that you know that there's going to be emphasis on actual... My cat's going crazy right now. My God. Oh well, say la vie, it's his house too. Anytime that there's good looking walkers, you know that Mr. Nicetaro is right around the corner doing his magic on them. I try, and every time I hear that he is directing one of the episodes, I kind of try to pick out him in the crowd, so to speak, him in the herd, so to speak. I didn't see him this time, but man, some of the best looking walker effects in a while. So the episode starts out with some sexy time, some loving for once with the Rick and Michonne. Yeah, I bet you didn't know you were getting a song this time. No, but it was amazing. We had a quick little vacation montage of kind of Rick and Michonne going around, finding the guns, clearing out some areas, getting some football jerseys, and more importantly, getting guns. Well, only 2 guns so far. But we did have a lot of relaxation, some R&R, and you could tell that Rick is in no hurry to get back to Alexandria, where all the other problems are waiting for him. Even though that they are having a great vacation, there still is the problem at hand. We do not have enough guns. We only have the 2. So it's time to go back until we find the carnival. Definitely some shit went down at this carnival. There was a mix of civilians and soldiers and a lot of ammo and a lot of shots fired, as you can see by all the heavy artillery bullets laying around the casings. So Michonne kind of goes and explores the scene. So they get up on the roof, they see the kind of small herd of whatever happened to these people. Well, they're still there, but there's no pulse anymore. They're just kind of wandering around. You can see that there's a little bit too many just to kind of go full force, straight on, no way out style. But right when we're forming a plan, kaboosh! You never want to stand on a wet roof in the zombie apocalypse. I would have to say they lucked out. They basically essentially hit the mega bucks where they didn't fall into a group of waiting walkers to devour them inside. But they found the cache of food. We have astronaut food and military food out the A. Everything you got, even some chili mac. Nom nom nom. They got to eat it up, and man, for a second there, it almost looked like Rick didn't want to leave. And why would you? Everything you need, safety, one way in, one way out. No walker's gonna climb the storm drain and fall down through the roof. So, you have your food, you have your beer. It even looked like they had beer. I don't know if I'd be drinking that beer. And you got your woman. I mean, it's great. Life is great. But it's The Walking Dead, so nothing lasts forever. Nothing even lasts a week or a day or two. So, we have to go through a plan. We have to kind of clear out the carnival, which was some interesting things and some interesting things left unsaid. And I don't even know if they're going to go back and really explain some things that I caught. But let's kind of discuss that, shall we? So they're going through, they have plans after plans, and Rick's just like, you got 8 of them, right? I'm just gonna go take this one out. He struggled with the 1. Actually, well, he had 1.5. One kept breaking. That was a great comedic scene. He kept trying to pull the walker out by the legs. Well, the leg ripped off. Then you grab the belt. Well, the whole torso ripped off. Finally, he just gets the stupid thing, tosses it. I don't even think he went in for the double tap on it because, it's just basically pieces at that point. That was a really funny scene. And, of course, Michonne dispatches of her 8, no problem. Plan, as it does in this show, plan goes to hell. Michonne has to jump in the trunk. They get surrounded. They pop out of the sunroof. We're okay. We jump over to the little kiddie gate, and guess what? That doesn't hold either. So there are some good tension moments as far as Michonne versus walkers. There's a lot of great tension moments in this episode, which I really enjoyed. There's kind of this deer that's been following Michonne. I guess. So it's kind of like power animal, spirit animal. I don't know. I guess it led her to this this carnival. And so when we're deep in Walkercraft, so Michonne kind of splits in two, kind of divide and conquer, and Michonne's taking out her group, no problem. She got a freaking katana. Rick's got some kind of little pokey, and then, oh my god, I see the deer. So he goes up, climbs up the Ferris wheel, is about to shoot the deer to bring it home to the old lady. So he has the deer in his sights, and you know, he has a change of heart because he sees a bunch of walkers coming at it anyways, and he wants to give it a fighting chance. So this is the interesting part where I kind of wanted to touch on. You saw these particular walkers, the ones that were nearest and closest to the deer, their hands were tied. They were bound. That's kind of bizarre. Whatever the hell went on in this particular area, you know, some bad stuff, some dirty stuff happened, and I'm really hoping for some clarification. I don't know if we're gonna get any. But so then there's another monumental fake out. We have a dumpster scene again. This episode had it all. We had a dumpster scene. We had basically, you know, Rick falling on his back, and then you just saw, you know, he's pulling off the shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, you know, click, click, click. You only got 6 in there, buddy. And then poof, you see them all kind of swarm in. Michonne is beside herself. She's given up, drops the katana. It's just like, okay, come and get it. And then of course, boom, Rick pops out of the dumpster or some kind of little box, maybe a fallen Ferris wheel cart. And you know, hey, snap out of it, kid. And we take care of business. We kill the remaining 4 walkers that were left, and all is well. So throughout the episode too, we're kind of jumping back and forth between Tara, Rosita, and a little bit of, you know, Tara got on the couch, so to speak, and kind of let her feelings out with the psychologist Judith. You know, she's a good listener. She just sits around. She doesn't say much. She doesn't give much advice, but you know, she's a open ear to Tara, where Tara spills all the beans about the ocean side. And oh my god, everything revolves around the episode. I swear, fine. I get it. It was important. It was a shitty episode, but it's important, and it's all coming back around. It's all coming together. So fine. Swear is validated. Ugh, happy now? Happy now? So Rosita goes on her own little mission real quick. She goes to some little trailer, and all she sees around are a bunch of kids' toys anyways. What do you think is gonna find? You have one of the most nasty looking mama zombies come out. I think that was Honey Boo Boo, maybe? Maybe Honey Boo Boo's mom. I don't know. Either way, they were cast in the show. They didn't make it in the zombie apocalypse. She does a little quick swipes on the neck, just blood goes everywhere. She gets a face full of blood for no reason, because guess what? It's a toy gun. It kind of goes back to Alexandria, bitches out Father Gabriel. Father Gabriel's just like, okay, all right, whatever you say, just go. Like, just stop it. Just Rosita, stop it. You win, okay? You're the least liked character on the show now. Tara, you got a 1-up. So back to our honeymooners. They have a nice heart-filled kind of planning for the future, or not planning for the future, as Rick was kind of foreshadowing it, with each other in the van on the way back. Just basically stating, if it's not me, or, you know, we're gonna have to be the ones, once we take out Negan, we're gonna have to be the ones that rule the world, or rule this little community, this little piece of Americana. But I'm probably not gonna make it, you might not make it. He's telling Michonne that we need to plan for a better future. We need to make the zombie apocalypse great again. And that's for baby Judith. He didn't mention Carl. Oh well. As you can see, it doesn't look like if anything does happen to Rick, which it won't. Come on, nothing's gonna happen to Rick. I like the foreshadowing, I like the teasing. Rick's fine. Rick and Michonne are basically invincible at this point. Doesn't mean they're not going to kill him off later down in the show, you know, seasons from now. And I think Rick will probably go before Michonne if I'm just throwing out a little speculation. But nothing yet. This is foreshadowing for the way future. So we get the shot of the community going back to the junkyard. We have our meeting with Judas Priest. And here you go. Here's the 63 guns or so. Let's go to war. Oh, guess what? Not enough. Are you sure? Yeah, not enough. All right, well, I'm taking my guns back then. No. You're leaving them here, and I want the goddamn cat back. I knew the cat was going to come back eventually to bite Rick in the ass. So hey, it's not too big of a deal. The deal is still on. We just need a little more time. And at this point, you can see the wheels slowly turning in Tara's brain. I gotta come clean about this other community. Guess what? So Tara finally does what we were hoping she was going to do. She has the breakfast meeting with Rick to spill all the beans about the Oceanside and their guns. Hopefully her plan will work. Hopefully they'll join together and we'll all join up and prosper against Negan and fight. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, especially with someone like LaTanya running the joint. And might I just add, I would be remiss not to mention that Michonne finally hit something. There she is taking pot shots at the top of the, when she was on the roof. I thought she was aiming for walkers again. I'm just like, God, just stop. Your thing's the katana. You are Leonardo of the zombie apocalypse. Just, that's cool. Like you have the coolest shtick going for you. Just go for it. But she was hit, she shot the carnival game. She shot the little milk cartons, so she is improving. So maybe that will come up later on. So good job, you're actually hitting something. Speaking of never hitting anything, probably the Oceanside, so they seem pretty expendable. Unfortunately, you know, it's a hard thing to say, but hey, we need guns, and that's what's important right now. Episode ends with the Tara and Sasha suicide mission plan. Fine, okay. It's kind of the weakest part of the episode for me. Rosita stole like the best, like high-powered sniper rifle, I guess, and they're gonna go, you know, skip down the Yellow Brick Road to try to find the wizard and shoot him in the head and then get shot and all this jazz, and I just don't care. I'm sorry, I just don't care. Rosita's become so unlikable at this point. Sasha's kind of at that point where her storyline is it's the writing's on the wall. She's probably not making it out of this season, so it is what it is. I like Sasha just fine, but her character is kind of at its apex, and I've already kind of said my goodbyes. That's it for the episode, guys. Oh my gosh, this one was pretty good. So say yes, I will say yes. And I'm gonna give it out of 5. I'm gonna give Say Yes a 4.1. 4.1 for Say Yes. It was a fantastic episode. Greg Nicetaro directed it, so you know it was gonna be good walker effects. We had some good sexy time. We had Judas Priest. We had it all. We really had it all. We had a lot of walker kills. And it didn't seem like they really held back on this one for the gore, which I appreciate. So it's like every week it seems like it's shifting up and down whether they're gonna show it or whether they're not. Luckily this week they didn't really shy away from the gore. Deadheads, as you can see in the background, that was the match between Team Dead Guys and The Walking Bread. That was the Team Bacon Championship match. Go ahead and click on that video and check out how it went down. The Dead Guys get the vacant belt, or did the belt go across the pond to The Walking Bread? I guess you're gonna have to click on the video and find out. And tune in this week for the return of the Dead Guys talking show with Dead Guy Ty and myself. And there was a very special announcement video that just posted tonight. So go ahead and check that out to see what that was all about. So until next week, thank you for joining me, Deadheads, and I'll see you next time.